You did record the last episode, right?
Yeah, I recorded the last one, but I think I hit the button twice because it was like apparently recording, and when I hit the button, it like stopped recording.
Gotcha.
I realized it's like going, but either way, hi everybody. So speaking of what we were just talking about, though, like what do you do about the fact that you're being told they can't teach unpopular history?
Yeah, no, I guess this is one of those things that's now considered college level education, or
so what are kids supposed to understand? Like going out into out of high school, what is the end goal that their knowledge is based on related to history?
Reconstruction history is the history that's important now, apparently, which is the reconstruction of the United States post-Civil War. Pre-Civil War history and Civil War history is no longer important.
I guess I'm trying to think of what we definitely learned about Civil War in high school. I don't know.
Yeah, there was like basically a whole class on just Civil War history.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I'm not a history buff by any stretch of the imagination. I know a lot of people who are like, history buffs, like they, love that shit. And that is not me. I am not that good at history, so I avoided as much history as I possibly could in high school. So I don't remember exactly what the extent was, but I know that we learned about the Civil War and prior to Civil War, like what caused the Civil War and all that stuff.
Right. Yeah, no, I'm going to be interested to see what kind of curriculum my daughter gets when she's at that age. And I guess it's one of those things that as a parent, you're going to have to teach them at home.
But then isn't it considered like, but aren't you afraid you're going to teach them something that is going to get them in trouble with school for being quote unquote wrong?
I've already crossed that boundary, probably. I mean, she could tell any kid there exactly how babies are made. And I'm pretty sure most 7-year-olds can't go through the entire detailed process of the penis and the vagina and the eggs and the sperm and all of those sorts of things. But she completely understands that concept and how it all works. So I am still waiting for the day that I get the call from the teacher of, your daughter just explained to the whole classroom that boys have an infinite amount of sperm.
Boys have a penis, girls have a vagina.
Yeah. So, I mean, I feel like I've probably crossed that bounds maybe already. I was mentioned a minute ago that I'm doing the book fair this week. And, I volunteer at the school all the time for various things. And so last year, the woman that ran the PTO was leaving the school because her kid was
the woman that ran her paid time off.
The parent teacher organization.
Okay,
you know what it was, right?
No, well, I now that you say that, yes, PTO is definitely an acronym I've heard before, but it's used so commonly in the workplace as paid time off that that's immediately where I went with that. So
well, her son was moving on to 6th grade, so she was leaving the elementary school PTO. And she mentioned to one point, she's like, or she mentioned in a room of a lot of volunteers, it wasn't just me. If anyone wants to join the PTO, I'll be leaving and stuff like that. And I'd asked that then last year, I was like, so what's the process on the PTO? And she's like, well, there's not really a process. We don't actually hold meetings. There's a board of us and everything. But,
it's just in title only.
Yeah, basically is what she kind of said. And, I asked a couple times because I was there volunteering often. And so it was a couple times I was like, so how exactly do I become a part of the PTO? And she's like, well, just keep volunteering and if we need someone. And so anyways, one of the volunteers I'd met last year, we ran a dodgeball game at the outdoor, what the fuck's it called? Field day. We ran dodgeball together at field day, and she's on the PTO now this year. And so,
oh my god!
Oh
no, Jeff! Well, documented first death. You might have to come up and help with some of these chests because I'm pretty sure they all got destroyed as well.
It probably was because
oh, dear God. I literally at the last second heard and was like, what is boom?
Wow.
Oh my God. I wonder where he came from. I wonder if you could see him in my video and people are like, Jeff, look, and I just like die.
Probably.
It's very possible. Yep. No, no.
It lagged me really bad when you died down there.
Because all the stuff just dumped into. I think I got my pick, and I got my helmet, and I got my elytra, and I got my bow. So all the important things I've still gotten. We're now matched. Hey, at least mine was on video. Yours, everybody thinks is fake or something.
No, mine was there was evidence.
I thought it didn't happen. Oh, it happened in between our recording sessions.
Yeah, but I
You were recording with somebody
beef,
else.
but
okay.
Yeah.
Did any of the chests make it, or do we have to just make new ones? New chests here. Anyways, you were talking about the.
Yeah, so this new woman she's not new to me, but this woman that's newly on the PTO, I was like, so how do I join the PTO? That's how I start off this conversation. And she's like, well, there's really no joining the PTO because we don't have members. She's like, a lot of PTOs, there's dues and that type of stuff, but we don't do that here. So we don't have set meetings or anything like this. And she kept using the word we. And so I finally was like, okay, so you don't have set meetings for the PTO, but you keep referring to it as we, which means you're a member of something because you're referring to yourself as a collective. How do I become a we?
How do I become we?
And she's like, well, they invited me. And I'm like, well, I'll tell you. Last year,
invited me?
Yeah. They invited me to join the board, is what she said. And I'll say, well, okay. So I said, okay, well, last year I expressed a lot of interest in being a member of the PTO. I volunteered for every single event a volunteer can be here for. So I guarantee you I've put in more volunteer hours than probably many of the members on the actual PTO board. I was like, but no one has asked me to join anything. And I've expressed interest and tried my best to figure out the process on joining this. And she's like, well, I don't know. I'm new as of this year. And then she started giving me a lot of the sob story of their struggles of the transition this year. Because for instance, the school book fair has tax this year, and never ever has the school book fair had tax. And the reason why is because it's always been ran by the PTO, which is a nonprofit organization, so they don't charge tax. Okay. But this year it wasn't set up by the PTO because there wasn't any transition between last year's PTO and this year's PTO, and there was also a new librarian. And so she didn't know any of this basically. And so I was like, well, it sounds like you need to have a guide written up on just the transition process. And she's like, yeah, someone, we don't have that. And I'm like, well, yeah, but if you write it this year, then next year you will. And so I was like, do you have any guys on the PTO? And she's like, no, it's only women. And I said,
only women are allowed.
And that's what it feels like. And I said, I really feel like there's sexual discrimination happening here because I've expressed a lot of interest in joining the PTO and I get nothing but the runaround. Meanwhile, you've been asked to join the PTO, and the only difference between me and you is that you have a vagina.
You told this to this
Yes,
librarian?
I said those exact words.
Oh, okay.
And she looked very shocked by this, but it's the goddamn truth.
So when you are up for sexual harassment charges.
Well, no, because we talked. I don't know. She mentioned something later about because and she's like, do you really feel like this is true? And I was like,
you're like, no, I made it all up. It's
and I was like, I feel like it's true in a lot of cases, like the way I'm treated at Girl Scouts. Just when I go to the school to volunteer, every damn time there's a new secretary up front too. And every damn time I'm in there, she acts like it's this most insane thing ever. Today she said, I've never seen a dad volunteer more than once. And I'm just tired of those type of comments. It pisses me off. I want to just be like, what the fuck does my gender have to do with anything?
So I will tell you, it's kind of funny because, of course, I married a very progressive woman. And especially in the area that I live in general. But ironically, being a male nurse, we were in
you probably deal with this shit a lot too.
Oh, we were in a stupid argument about something the other day, not like a real argument, we were arguing about something that got said on TV, and it was something about nursing versus doctors, but it was clearly said in a way from the TV perspective that the male is the doctor and the female is the nurse, because that's the way it is. obviously our relationship is the exact 180 of what that is, because it's the male nurse and the female doctor.
Right.
And I started saying something to her about the way, I don't even remember exactly what the context was, but what it was about nursing and what nursing really meant and what like really went into nursing. And her response was something about, don't mansplain it to me. And I was like, do you know how fucked up that argument is, like, right now?
No
in
shit.
this? But yeah, it's a very strange, like, you know, if I ever walked into a place where somebody was just like, oh, men never do this, I'd be like, what the fuck area am I at right now? Because clearly DC is a very progressive, state, completely different than, North Carolina in that regards. That would be I'd be very taken aback by a statement like that. Because they'd probably look at me and be like, oh, you're a male nurse, so how are the men in the industry? Type of deal. It's probably the exact response I'd get from that secretary saying that to you.
Like, I went and got my daughter her new leotards and dance shoes this year, and like I almost lost it there because the woman was like, I've never seen a dad so at home before here. It's really shocking to see a dad that knows what he's doing. And I would say, all I said was, it's not my first rodeo. But I'm just like, I'm like on my fucking final straw. Like, someone's going to make the wrong comment at some point, and I'm just going to lose my shit on him. And they're going to be like, all I said was have a happy Father's Day.
And he was we thought he was such a nice dad who always
right.
came in.
I'm just like, I don't know. I've had enough.
I'm smelting a coal ore right now in the furnace. What happens when you do that?
I don't even know. It
becomes a piece of coal. That's weird.
Good job. Oh, you know what? I have done that before. Now that you say that,
like I have a silk touch pick, so I got all this
as well.
Well, I got all this coal ore, so I'm just like, oh, what happens if I put it in here? It's actually like melting. Like, there's no way it's gonna burn a piece of coal to turn this into a piece of coal, right?
Right.
Well, I was wrong. That's exactly what it does. It's probably very little known because nobody would be stupid enough to do something like that.
I think diamond works the same way. I don't know about
redstone. It might. I have no idea. I was keeping this stuff for like a fortune pick to get more coal out of it, but I was like, oh, what happens if you actually?
Well, I have fortune 3, by the way. So.
Oh, we got plenty of like coal ores to be able to get more coal out of. Then,
okay.
I'm actually gonna try to build up, especially if Ryusuke's going to be in the nether. I'm going to build up enough iron to go get some books to prepare for, better enchanting of like swords and more.
I just bred all the cows again because that's really what we need. We need leather more than anything.
If we want to enchant our own stuff, yeah. I was just going to go buy it from like Veteran Shop with a bunch of iron since we've been digging and gotten a bunch of iron from digging over there. We should actually set up. I don't even know if they work anymore. A fishery. An AFK.
Yeah, there's a new design. I think. Yeah,
is there? It. Yeah, AFK fish one of these days and just have all the books that we ever want in life. So did you?
I need you to come down here.
Where are you at? Are you back in the pyramid?
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'm coming. I'm way over in the main island right now. Oh wait, I can fly. I did get my fireworks. Okay. Are you dying?
Mm-mm.
Okay. I was like, how quickly do I need to get here? Like, are you about to? God, I'm gonna be so less careful now because now that I've already taken that death.
I felt really sick about it, honestly.
I thought it was hilarious because it was so like I don't think there's anything I could have done about it. Like,
yeah, it sucks. I think I felt so jaded. So this isn't a block that spawns in the real world.
Is it like? Wait, what? Did you just uncover this?
Yes.
What do you mean it's not a block that spawns in the real world? What
Polished diorite is a craftable block. It's not a block that's just part of the world.
So, what do you think this is?
I don't know. That's why I needed you to come back.
Now I'm extremely confused because is this part of?
It looks like it just ends here too, doesn't it?
Prank?
Well, that's the thing. If it's just a plain square, it can't even be a prank. It's just going to be a set of Does polished diorite spawn in the? Wait, no. Oh, no.
Jesus Christ! Jesus Christ! You're saying that, and I'm running away. Oh yeah, that's not natural spawning.
That's against the prank war rules.
Well, I guess not if it doesn't do anything. I mean, here's the deal. Like, what would set it off?
I think if you hold on, let's break the TNT first.
Oh, at the same time though, is it really against the prank war rules? Because all it would do is help.
Oh shit, that went somewhere.
What? All it would do is help us dig. That's what I was gonna say. I
don't kill us.
I don't hear anything though.
Okay, hold on. Oh, this is probably a trap chest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Definitely a trap chest that would have set it off. Is there anything in it?
Yeah.
Buried treasure map. Sword of Imhotep. Are you sure this isn't some new thing that's...
I don't think this is a new thing.
This is a pretty elaborate way to set up a chest with some of these...
And then the TNT
items?
Fell down here.
Sword of Imhotep 2. A Smite 2 wooden sword? And a buried treasure map. This definitely feels more like some random shit that Mojang would throw in there, not...
Yeah, but it's not. Hold on, let's reset this and see what it does when it explodes.
So put that there, put the TNT, put one below it. Okay.
And then let's put this back. All right, let me get out
of
this
we'll lose everything in this chest. Can I take some? Whoa! God damn it! That was my fault. Because I opened the trap chest.
Well, no, because the TNT falls down, so it didn't break the chest.
I was say we should take some of this stuff out of here. Like seems important. Like the very treasure map, the Sword of Imhotep, a cursed book.
Yeah. Beware! Open the tomb of Imhotep 2, and ye will be cursed with 5 plagues. That is all.
Do you think maybe this was part of Fedrin thought we would get here before seeing the moose?
I don't know. Or it could be someone completely different. It could be Arcus or...
Because clearly this was designed in a way that if it was like a prank, was not going to kill us because the TNT was falling down.
Right. It's only for effect, I guess.
Right. So... Oh, God, I'm so intrigued now.
Well, you know what? We're not done. Because that map you have leads to Imhotep's tomb.
Let me get up here. I was seeing... No, so nothing's below here. Like, nothing special. It, like, didn't open up a passage into anything. How do you open up these things again without, like... There we go. It's not... Where are we at? Oh. Okay. Here, we're in the top right corner, but it is centered on that. This is like one of the standard buried treasure maps. I just don't know how far away we are from it.
Right. Huh. Well, we're going to have to go. I mean, well, the question is, if we go, then ye will be cursed with 5 plagues.
I mean, I'm all about the 5 plagues.
All about them? All right.
I've already taken a first death. I don't care anymore. It's all gravy at this point.
All gravy. Well, we don't have time in this episode to go do it, though.
No, we'll definitely have to do it in next episode. It is weird because it's quite centered. Not perfectly centered. Relatively centered.
What's funny is if we had stopped digging kind of where we said we
just started branching out.
Hit it. Yeah. It'd just be sitting there.
Somebody was watching our last episode go, no.
Yeah.
Must go down.
That's funny.
But if this is somebody put this here, how much work would that have been to re-smooth stone and randomly scatter?
They probably just went straight down, right? And so they didn't have to use a lot of straight down, smooth stone it back up.
You know, the funny thing is, though, didn't we originally say we were going to stop at 50?
We did. We never would have made it here. But then we did say that we're going to go way further down. So whoever's placed this here, I guess, knew that we were still coming down.
It's set up so much like
it's definitely not a Minecraft vanilla.
You're sure?
100%. Because in fact, the map has already been explored. So
That's
this
true.
is they found a buried treasure map. They probably dug up whatever that treasure was, and now they've added a whole tomb to. I don't know. Maybe we should just believe. Let's just buy in. Buy the whole horse. Imhotep. We found Imhotep's tomb, and we are now archaeologists.
And now we gotta go to the Imhotep 2?
Right.
Is that where the map leads to?
We may have to deal with the curse of the 5 plagues.
I mean, I'm all about that. I like where this is going. I like where this is going.
I am also intrigued. So I guess stay tuned next time, everybody, and we'll venture off and become archaeologists.
Huh.
Well, thanks for watching, everyone.
Thanks for watching. Keeping you guys. Can I see the map again before we go?
Yeah.
I just want to see how. I hate when you have a shield in your hand. You can't like. So all we know is we have to go west and south.
Okay.
We just don't know how far, right?
Right.
Toward facing west. So I go this way. Yeah, it very well could be thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of blocks.
Right.
Could be right next door.
I'm very excited for this. This is cool.
Huh.
Well, stay tuned, everybody.
All right, guys. We'll see you. We'll see you next time.
Bye.